Well, yeehaw, everybody. Holy smokes, this music in the background is a little country. And that's a little too crazy. It's another little country one. Yeah, this one's a little bit more appropriate because we are going from Miami down to Governor's Harbour, a little tropical flight today. So it should be a good one here in the 175. We're going down with Envoy. Just posted the first episode of this series onto the YouTube of the new season, I should say. Season 7 here with Envoy. We're going to make it as quick as possible. We want to get out of this Embraer 175 because this thing is just an absolute disaster. So we applied to some new places. We'll look at that stuff a little bit as we move forward. We are on VATSIM. We're on Envoy 3622 going down to Governor's Harbour down in the Bahamas. So it should be a nice flight for us. Mateo has practice till 7. All right, sounds good, Mateo. No worries if you're still here. We will, we'll see. I don't know what we're going to be doing by then. Only about, let's see, 47 minutes of airtime, about an hour 15 from gate to gate, cruising at 27,000 feet. So we're not going to have too long of a flight. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump inside the... Oh, I forgot it wasn't that. There we go. Let's jump inside the flight deck and get things rolling. I'm going to go ahead and pause the music here. Like I said, we are on VATSIM. So no controllers on, though. First, you get the batteries on. Emergency exit lights armed. Turn the no smoking's on for now. And then come over here. We're going to connect the GPU. We're going to get rid of the cones, the pins, and the covers, and we'll just leave, oh, we'll leave the chocks and cones, actually, is what we're going to do. And we're going to add a flight import from SimBrief, Envoy 3622. Go ahead and check that and click the little check mark there. And then we're going to go ahead with runway. Let's see what the weather's doing here in Miami. Weather currently is 140. Data part off 8 left and 8 right. So let's just go with 8 right for us. Condition is dry, flaps 2, and we'll set one up for 8 left just in case. Dry, wind, take it there. And then we'll go... Let's get GSX rolling. And we'll go American Airlines. And we'll just go ahead and hit real time, I guess. Actually, let's hit instant load there, just so that kind of does its thing, and then we'll pop these 2 doors for GSX. Looks like we'll be loading from the buses here again in Miami. That's all right. And let's get the GPU on since we have that available to us. So I hope that did something. All right, coming down for some of the information here. We're going to Mike Yankee Echo Mike, and no thanks. And we're going to be Echo November Yankee 3622. And we're going to send that away with the request. We got our auto squawk code. We're going to be 4624. And we'll go ahead and just turn that on, start squawking mode Charlie. And we'll be on 122.8 for COM 1. Flight plan received. Let's go ahead and apply it to the active, and then our first officer, me, is going to start doing some work, I guess. Okay, let's go departure. We're going to leave off runway 8 right, we're planning initially, and then on the Colada 2 departure with the Ray J transition. And then the arrival, we're looking at runway 33 it's given us. Sure, we'll look at the RNAV. Nothing there, no arrival or anything like that, so we'll just apply all of that good information in there. Performance, takeoff. The wind out of Miami, what did I say it was? 140, something like that, 140 at 8. So that's there. Next page, flaps 2, everything looks good to go with that. And then we'll just get some of that stuff whenever we're ready. 6.8 on the fuel that we're looking for, 6.8, so that is good. So we're probably just going to go ahead and start up the APU now. We'll get the nav lights on, and we'll flick that APU to start. Loudest APU you've ever heard. Watch your ears. Turn it down a little bit for you guys there. Looking good. Let's see. There's not really like a CTAF. Again, I think for the most part, if you would ever have to do that, it would be the tower frequency. Now, again, we're in Miami International. Max Racing, what's going on, dude? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Should be a pretty quick loading process here. Looks like these guys are going off 8 left. I don't have any problem with going off 8 right. Let's see, that guy's coming in here. Anybody else? So if anybody's seen the first episode yet, I think I pretty much like just posted it not too long ago. But we've had some ups and downs with this airplane, but we're learning. I'm learning about the throttles and the systems behind it, and kind of why it does things that it does. Some stuff is inexplainable, and it's unavoidable. But some of it makes sense, I guess, and some of it is avoidable, and you just kind of have to know the quirks of this airplane. So we're, like I said, we're learning, we're figuring it out, and like I said, nice couple quick flights today. Hopefully get some of this stuff done. This is a part of the pilot's life, like I mentioned. So basically what we have here is we're going to Governor's Harbour and then back to Miami, and then a turn to Beef Island, which is awesome. Didn't know that was a place. And then a turn to Pittsburgh, and that'll be it. The Beef Island flights are pretty long, so I won't be streaming those, but the Pittsburgh flights is maybe a potential another stream. I don't know. That's about almost 3 hours. It's about the same as the Beef Island flight, so we'll see. Let me see. Are we good on the weather here? Real time? There we go. There you go. Somebody's rocking it off one of the 8s. Who's that? Should be almost done with the passenger boarding. Let's see, is there any anybody sitting down back there yet? No, still none of that? Okay. Flight attendant's there, she's ready. Alright, we'll go to the map page. The Colada 2 departure says we should climb and maintain 5,000, so we'll go ahead and set that, and we'll go to manual speeds on here. Now let's also see what did I do wrong? Why did the first officer not really do anything? Thought it was just once I did that, he usually got to work, I thought. What did I do wrong? Okay. Well, I guess we'll just have to set some stuff up on our own. Cruising at flight level 270. Hopefully this doesn't mess stuff up too bad. Zero fuel weight is 69.9. Okay, cruise winds are... No way, I don't believe that. 076 at 9. We'll see, I guess. Those are fine, or what? Have they updated this aircraft, Mateo? Yeah, they did. But I haven't really seen like much change. I thought they did like a VNAV thing that they never really like did much with, but I mean, oh well. I thought I saw that they had a VNAV update, but I haven't been able to see any of that, so. I'm just trying to get these 41 knots. Okay. Alright. Let me see. I saw a takeoff and landing fuel. Takeoff fuel was 6.8 and maybe land was something like 5. I don't know. Is it wants 6,800? Is that what it wants? Okay. And then 5,000. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. That's probably way off. I can do some more math whenever we get in the air, but for now, that's what I want to go with. Can I get some real freaking takeoff numbers, please? Okay. No. Oh wait, I didn't hit send to McDo. That's why I'm an idiot. Oh, okay. This is my fault. Okay. I didn't hit send to McDo, which I can't for some reason. Oh, calculate, dude. Come on. Oh my gosh. All right, there you go. Now he's doing it. Looks like we're taking off with Cessna speed today. No, we're back. We're good. That was stupid. I just messed up. 450 and 0. What? All right, 27,000. See if I can get them to prepare us for pushback and departure. Get these doors closed for them. Get the GPU out of here. We can get the cones and chocks out as well. All right. There we go. That looks a little bit better. We should have some numbers coming up there. Okay. Is the 170... Jaffa, welcome to the stream. Is the 170, 175 that bad? It's different. There's aspects of it that I do like. Like, I really like the sounds and the way it looks. I mean, look at this thing, man. I mean, the APU, it is as loud. Like, it's loud and it's ear-piercing and it's really annoying. It looks so good. And honestly, it hand flies, like, decently well. Like, I do enjoy hand flying it. It's just... It kind of has a mind of its own. Like, I feel like sometimes things work a little bit differently, like, every time you do it. It seems like every time you fly this plane, I feel like it does something different. It depends how... So, is it that bad? No. I mean, the first episode that I posted on it, I messed up a lot of stuff on that episode. I didn't understand a lot of stuff that I was doing. Because I forgot about it because of how long it's been since I've flown it. But... Is it that bad? No. Is it flyable? Yes. But it's special. It's special. Yeah. Yeah, Max, exactly. Okay, we'll be nose right for this pushback. Gonna go ahead and release the brakes, and we will turn on our beacon first before we forget that. We always forget that. Get our hydraulic pumps on, fasten seatbelt signs on, and we'll go the stereo cockpit light on here as well. And we're gonna release parking directions because they love to just say it over and over and over again. Like, the seats look great. Like, look how nice those look, and the armrests move and stuff like that, and that's always cool. Yeah, exactly, Max. Every single time I feel like it does something a little bit different. So, I don't know. Start up engine number 2. Hope we're not pushing back in anybody here. I don't even know. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I do like it. I like, you know, having the option to fly it, but it's just, like, annoying that, again, like, I just feel like it's always doing something stupid. You start 1 to 2? Okay. I really didn't know, I'm not gonna lie. It works. It works, but... Like, the engine sounds are so good, too. Like, when you get behind them, it has that, like, high-pitched kind of, like, whine. Which I love. Now we'll go ahead and set the parking brakes for them. Get the flight plan up over here. Waiting for your confirmation. Good engine start. We're good to go. Go away. Alright, there we go. And then starting 2 to 1 may explode. So far, so good. But I wouldn't be surprised. I just want to check up on the flight plan. It builds some crazy flight plans, too. So it has us direct to Ray J. Is that really it? Is that our entire flight plan? Oh my gosh. Okay. I might have... To be fair, this might be my fault. Runway... We'll take 8 right still on the Colada 2 with the Ray J transition. Apply that. And then... Okay, there we go. We have some more waypoints. That's nice. Runway 33, we'll take an RNAV approach. And we'll just do vectors. It's fine. Okay. Alright. So let's see. Now let's look at the flight plan. We have user Jamba, which user is just vectors, which vectors is 092. To Jamba, to Kabola, to Colada, and then to LEK, and then out to Ray J. and then now we're out. Which Ray J? Okay, no, it's not. No side, and that's on the approach, I believe. So we'll just leave it at that. Okay. Next page, takeoff numbers. There we go. Flight control test wing view. All right, sounds good. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and set flaps 2. Full right. Let's see. Full. Oh, which one is it? Here we go. Full left. And then we'll go stream pause. Is it paused? Full up and full down on that. Full right rudder, full left rudder. It's kind of a sick view for this. Is the stream paused or is it good? I'll get those taxi lights on, and then we're just going to make a quick call. Miami traffic Envoy 3622, taxi runway 8 left on Mike 1. Let's do it. Alright, so we're going to arm the auto throttle, maybe not. We're going to get the autopilot on my side first of all. Can I arm the auto throttle? I thought it does. Oh, wait. Okay, there we go. It just wasn't lighting up. That's fun. That's probably a cabin ready, or we have to turn back for a medical emergency. But if it's a medical emergency, we're not paying attention. We are already rolling. Sorry. Good luck. Let's get that EPU off as well. All right. See, I thought it would be a little bit more fun. You know, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I was so mad. I filled out 5 applications on a pilot's life last night so I can hopefully get out of the, not filled out, I guess, but I applied to 5 different airlines on a pilot's life last night to hopefully get out of this a little quicker. Yeah, Max, it might have been on your end because I didn't see anything. I didn't see any stutters, or OBS wasn't saying anything, so I don't know. Slacker, welcome to the stream. Didn't pause on your end. Good to know. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's check out VATSIM radar. Make sure nobody is too close. Who else? Who else here? Southwest. They're heading to Atlanta. No other arrivals though. Gotta watch our taxi speed. I will say though, the FMS speeds thing is nice. Maybe that was the update. Like maybe that's the quote-unquote like VNAV is just the FMS speeds. Because the auto throttle works with it. It goes off of what you have programmed in the FMC. It just isn't. I don't know. Like I said, we'll see. I don't know what we'll look at the approach going into Governor's Harbour here. I don't know what it looks like. I don't know if it's a LPV or just LNAV mins. We'll see. So I might have to vertical speed it down. You know, I don't know exactly what the deal is going to be just yet. Miami traffic, Envoy 3622, approaching 8 right on Mike 1, going to be departing eastbound, Miami traffic. All right, we'll take this next line. We'll go ahead and get the lights on. We'll get the rest of these on as well, and we are ready to rock and roll. Auto brake RTO. Forgot about that. So what I found out basically from that first episode that I posted is like, you just give the throttles enough until they take over on their own, basically. I do love departing off 8 right here in Miami. Or just anywhere eastbound. Flying right over the city, it's beautiful. So basically watch what happens here. I'm just gonna give the throttles a little bit until takeoff takes over, and I'm not touching them. Now it's gonna take over, airspeed's gonna come alive, and the auto throttle will stay engaged the rest of the time. Until it loves to do this thing right after takeoff where they come way back. I usually click them off and kind of firewall the throttles, so we'll see. Maybe I can just kind of level the nose and we'll see.
V1, rotate.
Then we got positive right gears coming up. And let's see, heading select, heading mode. And flight level change also. So we'll see now. Now our vertical mode is flight level change. It wants us to be holding 150 knots. So we'll see. I'm curious to see when that stops. Okay, there you go. There's 200. Go ahead and lower the nose a little bit. And we're approaching A flap speed. Let's go flaps 1. Looks like we're approaching another one. Let's go flaps clean and climb checklist. All right. Everybody calm down. No lateral mode under 400 feet. Yes, but I'll talk more about that in a second. Direct Jamba. There we go, direct Jamba. Okay. All right, let's say I don't want that to get too close. Let's say they cleared us up to, we'll just get up to 270 is fine. Going to 250 knots now. We'll go ahead and click autopilot yaw damper on. All right. Dare I say that was our best climb out ever. That was awesome. Everything kind of did what it was supposed to do. Got us ready to go. Max, the only thing with the lateral mode under 400 feet with this is just the fact that the flight director, toga mode doesn't give you anything. Like a flight director, at least when you press toga, gives you about a 7.5 degree climb. And so I didn't want to be flying this thing raw data with me not knowing what the speeds are, not being typed on the plane, not really having any idea of really what to be pitching for. I didn't want to fly raw data with no flight directors, so that's why I was quick to put them on. But you are right. Yes, it does, Max. This add-on definitely needs an avionics overhaul. I don't think any of this is custom. I think this is all pretty like default stuff. Like I don't think the FMC is custom, which is why I don't think we have a true VNav. Like you can't even click the button. So yeah. Yeah, they are kind of toyish. I mentioned it in the first episode. Like it just in general. I mean, and this isn't Flight Sim Studio's fault, but just the way the autopilot is set up, is like, it's kind of like the G1000, dude, like where you have the panel up here, which doesn't really have any set numbers. It just kind of changes stuff down here. Then again, that's not Flight Sim Studio's fault. That's just the way it's set up. But yeah, you're right. Like, watch when I put the weather radar on, like it just what is that? Like it just takes away like half the freaking screen, and you turn it off and it comes back. Having airports identified is one thing. Maybe, you know, probably don't need. I do need those waypoints. I like the vertical profile, but it doesn't really tell you a whole lot. I like the progress thing, and then TCAS can come on since we are online. But yeah, nav aids I don't really need. So it's just odd. It's just off. But 10,000 feet, we'll go ahead and get our lights off and maybe some lights on the ceiling. Pretty smooth climb out. We'll get the belt signs off, and I'll get all of those lights off. That row stays on. Let's just get some of these cockpit lights on. It's only going to get later. It's only going to get darker, so just turn those on and ride this thing out. But yeah, pretty good so far. 270 in the climb through 10,000, going up to flight level 270, and like I said, guys, so far so good. If you look at the ERJ avionics in real life, they're beautiful. Yeah, I've never actually been in the flight deck of an ERJ in real life. I've got a buddy who flies them, and since I have KCM now and CAS and everything, I'm trying to jump seat on one of his flights just to experience it and just see what it's about. But yeah, I mean, I hear they're great, and it has things that, you know, make guys that fly the 737 and the Airbus jealous. You know, certainly better than the CRJ. So taking a look at these approaches going into, let's see if I can pull them up on here. Mem. Okay. So this is our approach option. We essentially have no side at about 2,300, it looks like, which is the initial fix. So it's just an RNAV approach. LNAV plus VNAV not authorized. Not even authorized at night, really. Procedure not authorized at night. Okay. There you go. So luckily we're getting in there before the nighttime. What altitude are we at? Uh-oh, don't open that right now. Let's see, let's maybe put no side. Should we go from no side? Runway 33, RNAV. We'll take it from no side and just kind of see what happens there. Should make sure I didn't mess anything up too bad. So yeah, it always, if you don't, whenever you make a change, it like kind of rolls away from it. So let's get that direct Alike. Where are we going? Okay, alright. It's chilling. It's chilling. So yeah, like I said, this is a GNSS approach, which apparently doesn't have any vertical guidance. So basically, what we're going to do is we're going to hit Civi at 1,700 feet, and it's a little bit steeper than normal with 3.1 degree glide slope. We'll just set a vertical speed descent down about maybe 900 feet per minute, and kind of dive and drive, maybe even 1,000, dive and drive down to that 460 MDA, and then we'll probably have the airport in sight, I would imagine. There's no really weather reporting there, So I have no real idea what the weather is, but oh well, I guess. All right, let's get the music back. Let's get that tropical. Oh yeah. I mean, look at that. Look at that wing. It's beautiful. That engine looks good. This plane is close. Like, it's so close to being everything that it needs to be. It just is. It's just lacking in the avionics. That's literally it. It's just lacking in the avionics. We'll see. Hopefully we'll have some controllers in Miami by the time we get back. That'd be nice. This new VAT sim is pretty cool, by the way. Whoa. Slacker, gotta head out, but I'll be binge watching your channel later. Stick the landing. Let's get Pilot 100. Dude, amen. I'm trying, man. These freaking E-Jets are making it hard on me, but we got a 98 on the last one, so we're gonna look to follow that up. But thanks, man. Appreciate it. And we'll hopefully catch you next time. It's kind of a bummer, too. They got Jack Center online, but nothing in Miami. So we'll see. Yeah, man. So far, so good. This is going really well. Does it have? Looks like we got about 46 minutes. Probably is what it's saying. I think there are about 150 miles to go. Yeah, this is nice. I mean, when things work in this plane, it's great. So far, so good. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Oh, jump seat's coming down. I want to hop in the cabin and see what's going on back here. Oh, we don't want any of these closed window shades. Is that the most open they get? No, okay. Beautiful. we got Microsoft 2024 coming out in November. That's exciting. I think overall, I am excited for that. I think overall, I'm excited for Microsoft 2024. I'm excited to see what they're able to do with the weather and things that they're changing. Zach, what's going on, man? How are you doing? It has been good, dude. It's been wild. It's been a wild time, but it has been good. How about yourself? Jeez, that's crazy. You can see what frequency these guys are on. Started flight school in 3 weeks. Let's go, dude. Let's go. You excited? You butter the Caravan in real life? Dude, actually, I kind of was, bro. I kind of was. I was getting the hang of it. I was getting the hang of it by the end of it. Whenever I was in Memphis doing the training flights, it was pretty brutal. Definitely bounced a few. But, dude, it's just such a good airplane. Like, it flies. It's so stable. Like, when you fly the 172 or whatever you're going to be flying, you know, that thing's like, it's like 2,000 pounds, which is still, you know, it's a ton. I mean, it's still pretty heavy compared to, I mean, I guess cars are that much too, so I was going to say compared to a car, but, I mean, you could feel it. Like, you kind of get tossed around when you're in, like, a 172. Dude, the Caravan, it's almost 9,000 pounds. I mean, like, it's pretty heavy. And it is just a beast. Like, it was like gusting 20, 25 in Hawaii and Memphis. It's windy in Hawaii, bro. But it was like gusting 20, 25 knots, and you just don't even feel a thing. Like, you really don't. So it was really cool. But you could say I was getting the hang of it. I got my first day of reserve on the 20th. So the nice thing is I live close enough to my base where I can just live at home, or I can stay at home. So I'll be on reserve and just kind of chilling. What else? I don't know. It's been a lot of fun. You looking for you studying up on the 172? Getting ready? I don't know up here. We're level. We can't not look at these avionics for too long. We gotta stay on them. Work with a retired A340 captain. I'm telling you a bunch of surfs and he flew. Dang, bro, a 340 captain? Where's he from? Where did he fly the A340? That's sick. flights. I love these Bahama flights. What island is that down there? South Andros. Canada, but flew with Gulf Air. Interesting. Have you been learning from him at all? Said the only time he had issues when the thrust reverser deployed mid-flight. That's crazy. Did he tell you how do they solve that issue? That's wild. That is an interesting issue. All right, let's see. So from what I understand, we should be going right. Yeah, so where are we headed here? I'm interested to see where it goes. So wait, it's direct civvy right now, which it shouldn't be. I literally just looked at it. Okay, let's see. Runway 33, RNAV from no side. So we should be direct no side. Okay, there we go. We're coming back. We're direct no side, and then fursuit, and then civvy. Does that make sense? So they shut the engine down and landed on the other three. Yeah, I mean, it's probably not even a big deal whenever you're in an A340, dude. You're just like, oh yeah, we'll just shut that one down. No problem. That's crazy. Give me some advice on what to expect during training. Nice, man, yeah. Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, aviation's a small community, so you never know, and that guy could potentially help you out sometime down the line. Be good to everybody. Figure out what was that top of the calculating top of descent rule. What was it? Your ground speed, the faster you go, the faster you descend to maintain your fast path. You're going 250 down to the ground, you descend at 1250, 3-degree glide path. Small jet going 90 knots, a small aircraft descends 450. Multiply your ground speed by 5 to get your descent rate, or divide your ground speed by half and add a 0. We're at 27,000 feet. So 27,000 minus, we want to be at, let's call it 3,000. So that times 3 equals that divided by 60, or I'm sorry, divided by 1,000. So 72 miles. Okay. So it looks like about 72 miles out, we need to start our top of descent. It looks like we're about 76 miles out. So we've kind of briefed this approach. Again, it's just going to be pretty much an LNAV approach. I'm not going to count on VNAV at all, even if we have it. Even if it gives us an advisory glide slope, I'm not going to count on it at all. 1700 civvy, we're expecting about 3,000 at no side. Yeah, and then we'll be inbound. We'll start that base turn it inbound, and then again down to 1700 civvy. After civvy, we'll start about 1,000 foot per minute descent. We'll be fully configured. Start 1,000 foot per minute descent down to that 460 feet, which we can go ahead and set now. Oh shit! Oh no! I'm sorry, auto throttle, come back. Okay, it did. I bumped my throttle quadrant. Okay, it's back. Good. All right, 460 is set. So everything looks good there, and then, so wait, it wants to divide the ground speed, multiply your ground speed by 5, so currently we're doing about 409. 409 divided by 5 is... Or divide your ground speed by half and add a 0. So 409 divided by 2. So about 2,000 feet per minute we need to descend at 72 miles. So let's just go ahead and start that now. We're a little tight already here. So we'll just vertical speed it down. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, how about we bug it lower altitude? We'll bug 3,000 for now. Vertical speed it down. About 2,000 feet per minute. Let it do its thing. And we're going to go ahead upstairs and get the seatbelt signs on. There you go. That's how you manually calculate the top of descent. So I know Slacker isn't here anymore, but, you know, kind of like he was asking, you know, is this plane that bad? And it's like, well, no, you just need to do more, which can be fun. But, like, it also does silly things, like randomly things. You're just like, why is it doing that right now? Where are we at? Like, what is going on? So it's just, yeah, it's interesting. It's an interesting dynamic with this airplane, but it is fun. It's fun to have to do that stuff and kind of do things on your own, but it's also kind of like, dude, I'm flight simming. I want to just relax and flight sim. I do have a little bit of speed brakes out to hold that airspeed. I mentioned it in the most recent video that I recorded. I haven't posted it yet, but we descend in vertical speed and climb in flight level change. For the most part, there you go, there's a PA. You descend in vertical speed because if you were to descend in flight level change, the airplane will stall before, like if you have the wrong airspeed set, because flight level change goes off of airspeed and vertical speed goes off of descent rate. So it'll descend, you know, if you tell it to descend at 3,000 feet a minute, you know, more or less talking about the Caravan, if you tell it to descend at 10,000 feet a minute, it'll do it. It'll nosedive right in the ground. It won't care about your airspeed. But if you want to get a 10,000 foot per minute descent rate, or any kind of descent rate with flight level change, you'd have to change your airspeed for it, right? So if you have 270 knots set, it won't break 270 knots no matter how. It'll give you the most descent rate that you can get at 270 knots, whatever that is, 1,000 feet per minute, 2,000 feet per minute, whatever it is. So you climb in flight level change, so that, and also so that you don't stall it, so that it climbs at your airspeed, whatever you have it set at, and you descend in flight level change, or vertical speed, sorry, you descend in vertical speed also so that you don't stall it. That's kind of the way that those two functions work. Let's just make sure the transition level's 18,000 as well. All right, bro. Yeah, 18,000 on that, so that's good. So far, so good. And it looks like terminal's going to be, we're going to have to backtrack on runway 15, which will be annoying, but we'll just try to get it stopped as quickly as possible. Honestly, we're probably just going to go auto brake. Should we go high? We'll go high just so we can get it stopped as quickly as possible. It's an 8,000 foot runway, so shouldn't have any issues there. But I just want to get it stopped as quickly as possible so we don't have to taxi forever on the way back in. I think it's like 28,000 feet or something. I forget what it is exactly where you can use the APU. But we're going to go ahead and turn it on just so we don't have to do that once we get on the ground. And we don't have a set local altimeter setting, so we're just going to go ahead and hit the B key after we go through 18,000. The APU's pulling up. Beautiful water down there. Zach, what are you most excited for about your training? Alright, let's just set something then. Not giving me anything. 93, there you go. I don't know, it might be a little high. We'll see where we end up being here. Might give it a little more. See how much can I get out of it with this airspeed? 24, 25. Airspeed's moving a little bit. I'll cap it at 3,000 feet per minute. We should be good with that. we're just gonna get this boxed off just a little bit. And we can set this altitude now down to 2,000. Let's stay at 3 actually. I don't really want to be at 250 knots either. I'd like to get us down to about 220. I've got speed brakes all the way out, so since we're doing that, we'll slow down a little bit. How's it go? Now we can start a base turn. About a 030. So if I arm approach mode, what is that going to do? Nothing. I could probably just get direct civvy. And we can go nav mode again. At 3,000. And let's go ahead and bug the first flap speed. We can probably go flaps 1 at this time. Bug that VF or FS speed right there. Flaps 1, we'll put the speed brakes up for now as well. Keep that heading bug ready. Let's go with flaps 2. Should be direct civvy. Starting a little bit of a right turn to intercept, hopefully. At the airport site, elevation's basically sea level. This would be such a cool island to visit in real life, man. This would be so cool. Going here. I still think it's direct civvy. Still really have another fix. Alright, so civvy, oh wait, is civvy is our final approach fix? Oh no, wait, why did I not realize that? Alright, so I did not realize that civvy was the final approach fix. We're gonna try to do a pro gamer move here. I'm gonna set that final approach speed / do it ourselves. There go 145 for now. This is stable, right? Do a little S turn. Try not to overspeed it. Be the throttles as well. Okay, that is idle. Just some S turns here, nothing to see here. It's the beauty of flight sim, you can do this type of stuff.
1,000.
Go around, no way. This is good. This is good. Look at this. This is perfectly fine. What do you mean go around? Get out of here.
400.
Look at that. No way. This is perfect.
100. 50. 40. 20. 10.
Oh my, an absolute greaser. No center line, it's fine. No way. Why would I go around? Look at this. Oh my, that might be our best landing yet. Come out of reverse and we'll get on the brakes. And we'll start trying to make this 180 here. Let's see if we can even do this. I don't even know. Oh yeah, look at that. That's a good turn radius right there.
No takeoff.
I know, we're not going to take off. That was my fault. I did not realize that Civi was the final approach fix. I don't know why. I thought there was another fix. I think I got Fursu and Civi mixed up. There you go. That's how it's done. I'm curious to see what the landing rate was. That was probably one of my softer landings in this thing. That was money. Other than the, you know, approach thing. But other than that. Sorry if the stream looks a little choppy. I don't know what it was. Just came up and said that it was YouTube Studio doesn't have enough whatever to. I don't know what it's saying. Sorry if it says error. Am I still on? Is anybody out there still? Alright, so we'll make this left turn. That's a little terminal. Pretty cool. Let's see this. We'll take the second left. Debrief unstable approach. Unsafe landing? No. The landing was great. The approach was unstable. The landing was great though. Love the stream. Thanks, Nacho, bro. Welcome to the stream. I'm going to keep grinding, bro. Thank you. I will. But we'll see you next time. Have a good one. We are going to have to let's see. It looks like he wants me there. We are going to have to... Let's get the flaps up as well. And we'll get the strobes off. We are going to have to restart the... I'm gonna have to go back to the main menu on Microsoft and then come back because this thing doesn't like to be restarted kind of midstream, so we'll have to do that. All right, I'm working on it. Gotta straighten up a little bit. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and set the parking brake. And with the APU already running, we'll go ahead and get the taxi lights off. No swell, his belt signs should have stayed on, but that's okay. Go ahead and shut it down. Let's see. Submit that. Alright, it says the flight's been submitted. Ah, shoot. It's gonna give me points for not turning the beacon off. I meant to, I swear. Let's see. Alright, we'll go to the logbook. 96. Alright, alright. We're so back. We're so back. Dude, if I missed points for the beacon... Okay, no, I didn't. 280 knots on the initial approach. Yeah, we were fast. Started the descent a little bit late, so we'll remember that for next time. And then on the approach, the descent angle, I don't know what it's talking about. Negative 262 on the landing rate. That is, unfortunately, one of our best landings here in the 175 so far. 42 minutes on the flight time, 50 minutes from gate to gate. We're going to shut it down real quick. I'll keep the stream going. I'm just going to put the starting soon screen up. But we're going to be right back. I just have to restart. I'll get the timer out of here. I just have to restart the sim and go back to the main menu because this plane hates quick turns like that. So we're gonna load up the new flight, and I'll be back here in. I'll keep the 5-minute timer, and I'll be back in 5. All right, welcome back. Max Racing just went to the terminal. He brought coffee back. Hope he brought coffee back for the whole crew. Simbrief has us cruising back. I got the APU on basically here. Nothing too crazy. Just turned the APU on and got the first officer, aka me, doing everything. Got the EFB loaded. We're just gonna look. We're cruising at 30,000 on the way back, really. Yeah, up to 30. What's up, Mr. Emirates? How you doing, bro? I'm doing pretty good myself. All right, the nice thing is we're not going to need a pushback out of here. The only thing we have to do now is loading the... Oh, you just got back from your trip to the Bahamas. Oh, well, we're in the Bahamas right now. How was it? I was just saying it would be so sick to go down there in real life. It looks beautiful on this approach, even in Microsoft, so gotta be pretty in real life. I'll apply that to the active. Departure procedure off runway 33, and that's it. Arrival procedure, we're going off the Vice 2. Let's see, arrival runway 9er, we'll see about that. ILS if we can, vectors. What did I say, the Vice 2 with the Zulu Quebec Alpha transition, and we'll apply that. He's pausing on your end? Oh shoot, I kept that recording the whole time. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is then. We're direct Zulu Quebec Alpha, I believe, which is the Nassau VOR. So Zooten. Oh, we're direct Zooten first. Okay, cool. So, all right, so that's that. Just looking at the takeoff numbers, wind out of here, we have no idea. Runway heading is, we'll just say 330. Next takeoff, there's our numbers. I think we're pretty much ready to rock and roll then. It was great, 6th time there, very nice. Got to go to Atlantis, what, that's sick. Went to Bahamas this time, flew on Delta, let me in the cockpit for departure. Nice, I remember you, I saw that you commented that on my YouTube post. That's awesome, dude. Delta 737 really is a classic. So like I said, we're not going to be getting a pushback, so we'll go ahead and start up engine number 1. We'll lock in for this. We'll go ahead and pause the music. We got auto throttle armed, and we're ready to start up engine number 1. Let's get the beacon on, though. How about that? We'll get the beacon on, and then the hydraulic pump on, and then also, looks like that'll probably get rid of that. Patiently waiting for an Airbus A220. Oh, yeah. Well, they have that silly one out on the marketplace somewhere.
Doors on flight and cross-check.
Which looks like a good model, but... see, how's she doing? We're probably going to start our taxi too once we get that rolling. Don't even get me started on virtual. Oh no, I don't. Is that the manufacturer or the developer? I don't even know. All right, looks like we're good to go. We'll set flaps 2 for now. Host advising ready for this Flight Sim 2024 update, dude. So pumped for that. I was trying to talk about that a little bit earlier. Is that what it's? Is it just going to be like an update, or how's that going to work? Or is it like a whole new game? Had the audacity to fancy reveal. Yeah, like is it just an update, or is it going to be like a whole new game? This is beautiful. Look at this down here. Water right out there. Dang. Hope I get to fly this one day for real. And I'll get on 122.8 real quick. Yeah, oh, it's just gonna be a huge update. Okay. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be a new update or what. All right, looks like everything's ready. Looks like we're gonna have to make a little bit of a left turn and do a little, just a slight 180. Engine start looks good. Let's get the APU off and we'll get all lit up here as we get onto the runway. I thought it was going to be a new game too, but honestly it would kind of make sense if it was just a big update. But it also wouldn't make sense because then they wouldn't really make any money off of it, which is all these guys care about, so. Alright, this turn radius is pretty good as we've seen, so we can really kind of crank this. Alright, lights are on. We got 8,000 feet of runway ahead of us. We're going to be runway heading for now. Wait, hang on. Let me... Heading selected now. There we go. Alright. Spool them up. Let the auto throttle take over. There it is. Gear up, and there's our lovely little stop for some reason. See, that's why I like to go into flight level change as quickly as possible, because it does that if you don't go into flight level change ASAP. And then give me nav mode as well, and we'll just make sure we're going direct to Zooten. Alright, so that departure wasn't quite as good, but so far we're still doing pretty well. Let's go flaps 1. Trim and pull. And flaps clean. Alright guys, that's how it's done. Right there, not too shabby. Let's go autopilot on, yaw damper. And we are accelerating to 250 knots. Flaps are up now. And flight level change up to flight level 300. Looking good. I mean, like I said, when it's not that bad when it's doing what it's supposed to do. But it can be... you just never know. You just never know what it's really going to do. But also, so it seems like it does that, like, it rolls the power all the way back whenever you don't have, it seems like it rolls the power all the way back on itself whenever you don't have, flight level change engaged, like, right at 400. Which you would be able to do if you had a first officer, but it's obviously hard, or, well, a captain in our case. But it's hard to do when you're solo pilot. Good departure. Thanks, Max. Thank you. They're getting better. I'm getting better with this thing. I think we're working on it. We're working on it for sure. Let me see if I got denied yet in my job offers. Pending. Do we want to know? Do you guys want to know who I applied to now, or do you want to wait for a future video and just see it later? What do you think? Honestly, let's say screw Zootin. Let's just go direct to the Nassau VOR. What's he doing? So when it's doing that, it's probably doing something stupid. So we have the Nassau VOR, then Zootin. Okay, yeah, that's fair. P-Tune, Siler, Jets, Vince, or Vice. Then what? Where does it go? It goes that way. So Neckney, Gamey, Rabin, Sisto, and then Dala, and then Grit. Dala, and then Blitz. Oh, Blizz, and then, I'm sorry, yeah, Blizz, yeah, that is true. And then Leg, let's see, approach, look, ILS runway 9er, yeah, Leg's the initial approach fix on there. So what is this? What's happening there? Legs, Grit, NS, yeah, that looks good. So flight plan looks good. I don't know what line that is, maybe it's just a little confused. But it's doing what it's supposed to do. It says we're direct to the Nassau VOR, so I'm just gonna leave it. Just gonna leave it. What is your opinion on the online college Purdue aviation, Riddle online aviation? Considering it, give me your honest opinion. Honestly, dude, online I think it's a great option. Ooh, 10,000 lights off. You know, my thing is kind of like I think that's what I'm gonna be doing here soon. Like I haven't had a in-person class in a while, probably since other than my classes on the weekends, which are for my bachelor's, which I had to drop out of because they said, all right, let me tell you this. So I had to drop out of my classes for my bachelor's recently because I had all this training, and I was like, hey, they send these professors up every other weekend, and so basically we only have them for 3 weekends, and it's basically a whole class, which is like simulating one whole semester. So if you miss a single class, it's like missing like 4 weeks or 6 weeks or something like that, like missing one single class. So they don't like it when you miss at all. And I was like, hey, look, like I'm going to be gone for this weekend, and I don't know how many more weekends because I'm going to be going for training for, you know, an airline, which is like the whole goal of this whole thing, by the way. And the guy was like, you know, well, or you're probably going to fail the class. I was like, really? There's nothing I can do? Like, you can't help me out here? The class, by the way, was career development, and I had to miss the class for my professional pilot training. So I was like, really? There's nothing, you know, we can do? Like, I'm just going to fail the class if I miss. And he was like, yep. I was like, okay. So I had to drop out. So if and when I start those classes back up again, it's going to be online. I would say just start online from the get-go. You know, if you want to do something like that, go online, and as long as you're getting your flight time done, that's all that really matters in this whole game, right? Is getting your flight time done. So, long story short, I think online's a good thing because you can do it from anywhere as long as you have the discipline for it, because online does suck. Like, you know, when you're learning something important like your private pilot class or your instrument class or your commercial class, you know, if you're taking public speaking, whatever, who cares? But being online does suck. So as long as you have enough discipline to be able to say, you know, okay, I'm going to, you know, learn about this, I'm going to sit down and grind this out and get this done, then I say go for it, because you can do it from anywhere. You can be doing anything. You know, it's almost kind of like it's on the side type thing. So I would argue that online classes are a good thing. Mr. Emirates says you're back. Flight sim update will include most likely movable people to exit plane your character, career mode, and commercial career. So that's what we were wondering, Mr. Emirates. Is it is it going to be an update or is it going to be a is it going to be an update or is it going to be a whole new game? And will the career track, is that going to take the place of a pilot's life? Those are questions to be answered still. A10, A330 most likely free. That's going to be hype. I cannot wait. I love the A330 so much. I want an A330 CEO. I know we have the Neo, but I want the A330 CEO so bad. And the A380 and the A350, oh my gosh, dude. We are going to have so much fun flying those planes. While I have a second or two here, I am going to be back. I'm going to take a little bit of a break, try to get some food in real quick. I know we don't have long here, so I'll be back in just a few minutes. right. That makes sense, Mr. Emirates. Do you want the radio? Do you want the mic? Yeah, go ahead. No, it's no. Here, you get on it. Here, whip it out.
Oh my god. You too.
It picked up.
You too. I'm on YouTube.
Now you're gonna hear yourselves. Those are my neighbors. They're my neighbors from up the street. Sorry, they'll be leaving shortly, but they love it. All right, coming up on our cruising altitude of flight level 300. And P-tune's at or above 28,000. Let's see. For right now, we'll probably set 9,000 and just plan. No problem. Just wondering. Yeah, we have a few cats, and they like to come down and see the cats. So. Okay. So Miami, I don't think has anybody up still. I'm not sure though. Let's see. No, still nobody. It has us on runway 9. I really would rather not land on runway 9. Although, would we have to park at the international terminals for this? Do they consider the Bahamas international? Minimums for runway 9 are 208. Shut that for now. Oh. What's that, 210? No need for the international terminal? Okay. Let me see, what does Miami say? Yeah, they still land 8 left, 8 right. Alright, we're gonna take 8 right. Would I get active sky? I forget, I downloaded one of them for X-Plane 12. I forgot which one it was, but is Active Sky in Microsoft too? Let's switch up the runway. We're gonna go 8 right, ILS. Charts, 8 right. We'll insert, no, actually I don't want to insert Chrome in there. And we are on the Vice 2 from Zulu Quebec Alpha, and it's probably gonna mess all this up, honestly, so we're probably gonna have to, yeah. Oh no, okay. Direct P-tune. Did it really do that right? Oh wow, I'm kind of shocked. Are we direct P-tune? Is that right? We are direct P-tune. Okay, let's start our descent then. We'll just get 10,000 and we'll do like 2,500 feet a minute for now. Altitude select. There it is. We'll just get 10,000 for now. Vertical speed, about 2,500. Then we'll get about 50% speed breakouts. Sounds like an unruly passenger might have to divert. Dude, actually, might be down to divert. I tried to divert. I haven't posted yet, it's a little spoiler, but I've tried to divert in the flights to Key West, but it kept telling me I couldn't divert to an airport over more than 100 miles away. And you're down to Key West and everything's a freaking 100 miles away. Do you guys want to know what airlines I applied at? And we'll see which ones we end up actually getting accepted to. Probably none of them because our score's so bad right now. Alright, we'll talk about that. So, I'll just bring this up. Oh, in-game, Mr. Emirates. I can't apply to anywhere in real life other than the company I'm working for. I don't have any powers for anybody. Slacker, no. I do not want to fly for Zimbabwean Air. That is not happening. That's funny though. Now we actually got a job offer from Southwest, which is cool. So if everything else fails, we'll go fly for them. Zimbabwean Air, no. We're not doing Zimbabwean Air. Is that even a thing? Gonna be at jets at or above 15,000. And then we're 9,000 at Raven and 8,000 at Sisto. Let's see if Zimbabwean Air, Zimex, no. We're gonna get a little bit more out of this while we can before we get to 10,000, and we have to stop or we have to get it back to 250. So we're gonna get 3,000 feet a minute for as long as we can. Altimeter setting here in Miami is looking like 203. Oh, okay. All right. Slacker says PC is down, out for a fix. Planning on your pilot life career. Going to start in the PC-12, okay, and the ATR. E-Jet 175, then to the 737 range. Be careful with the 175. Be careful with the ATRs too. I don't know where that crash was at, but they just had a big crash recently. Looks like it stalled or iced up and fell out of the sky. So, obviously, this is a video game, so it doesn't really matter for those purposes. But PC-12 would be sick. I've wanted to buy that in the game, and our company does fly some PC-12s, but there's so much stuff coming out, like, I don't really want to... Yeah, the PC-12, that's a really freaking cool airplane. So, and you know what? Actually, we're going to slow down the descent rate a little bit because we're already... Jets is at or above 15, and we're already lower than that, so... Again, nobody's online, so we're not exactly focused on obeying the restrictions. Yeah, big crash looks like icing, sad, but... Heard that ATR and ATET are a bit rough around the edges. Yeah, the ATR has had some icing issues. That they didn't even, when the American Eagle crash happened, I think that was up in like the Northeast, in like the Indianapolis area or something like that. When that whole thing went down, they completely sent them to like the Bahamas. Like they were like, you guys, like we're not even flying these freaking things up here anymore. So. Looks like everybody's on 18.3 here in Miami. Is that tower free? It is. Just go ahead and set that for now. Do you have to fly Pilot Life on VATSIM, or can you just fly offline? No, Slacker, you can fly it offline. We're going to keep this descent coming down as well to probably about 5,000. So we'll set that up nicely. Get a little bit more speed brake out so we can hold that 250. And we'll get our landing lights and seatbelt signs should have been back on already, but we'll get all that stuff back on here. You do not have to be on VATSIM. You can definitely be offline, which is super cool. And like whenever I was starting it, I used to think that, you know, because it gives you the departure times and stuff like that. I thought you had to obey those, and you don't. It's a lot more chill, honestly, than like it looks. Like it looks like you have to like obey the departure times and like, you know, the scores and all that stuff. But getting a high score, honestly, isn't that hard if you're flying a decent airplane. Like it's hard with, you know, something like this or the Caravan in this game. I don't know if you watched any of those episodes, but I just lose points for no reason. You know.
Miami traffic, American 411 is going to be taxiing to runway 8 right via Whiskey Mike.
All right, so we're down to 5,000. We're shooting the ILS for runway 8 right. And I'll probably even drop it to 4 because it's blitz at 4,000. And we're hustling down. Let's honestly chill a little bit. We'll get the speed brake out of there as well. Let's honestly do like 1,000 feet per minute, if that. Because we got a good way to go. We got quite a few miles to go, probably like 30, 40 miles to Raven. And We got like 30, 40 miles to go to Rabin, and Rabin is at 9,000. So, honestly, let's just stop it here. Let's honestly, let's flight level change it back up to 7. And we'll just kind of hang out here for a little bit. Mateo, what's going on, dude? This is the last leg. I am on VATSIM. We're on Envoy 3622 on VATSIM. But yeah, this is unfortunately the last leg. I would do the verse of the day while we're hanging out here. I wanted to save it for the way back. I almost forgot it. The Bible app verse of the day is Galatians chapter 5, verse 16. So I say, let the Holy Spirit guide your lives, then you won't be doing what your sinful nature craves. This is a great verse for all phases of your life, because there's always going to be cravings that you have and things that you want that aren't necessarily godly, that aren't necessarily from God. Some of them are from the enemy. Some of them are from things that oppose God, evil things. And so just because you're having an urge doesn't mean it's necessarily a good thing. So if the Holy Spirit is guiding your life, if God is the one on the throne of your heart and directing your steps, then you won't be doing what your sinful nature
Miami traffic, American 411 taking off, runway 8 right for the class 3 departure.
You won't be doing what your sinful nature craves because you'll be too busy trying to do what God wants you to do. So that is, I don't know, I like that one a lot. Obviously I like all these verses. I like all these verses of the days. But yeah, let the Holy Spirit guide your life. And I've been feeling that with work and everything, and with where I'm at right now, and just kind of getting there and getting where I need to be. And the Holy Spirit has definitely led me here. The Holy Spirit has definitely guided me to being exactly where I am and where I need to be. So, amen, Mateo, amen. We're usually high on these approaches, but now it looks like we are low for once, uncharacteristically low. Mateo's loading up. Microsoft, what gate we parking at? Good question. I think we're gonna park in the... We're landing runway 8 right, and we're gonna take one of those first gates. I think they're the Delta gates. Like, come off. We'll probably be off by like Mike 4, Mike 5, Mike 6, somewhere in that area, and take one of those November taxi routes down. All right, Mateo, that sounds good. Oh, yeah, it's beautiful. Coming right up downtown Miami. What's your flight number, Mateo? I'll look out for you on VATSIM as well. All right, so let's bring up this approach on our tablet. Maybe not. Beautiful view of Miami, though. Look at that. All right, maybe not. I've got it up on my other monitor. The lawn is at 1500. We can go ahead and start. Let's do this. Let's break it off and start a little downwind. We'll go about west is actually pretty good. And we'll start a descent down now. Give me about 1500 feet per minute. Down for, let's get some speed brakes out. Let's get 3,000 for now. That's the altitude at Chrome and everything, so we'll set there. American 116, okay. I'll make a call right now. Miami traffic, Envoy 3622. We are right downwind for the ILS runway 8 right, Miami traffic. Let's go to VLOC VR1. So in the radio panel, we're going to take a look. 110.3 in nav1, and we're also going to do nav2 just in case. Nav1 and nav2 are set, and the frequency or the course is 092. So there's 092 and nav1 110.3. That looks good. 450 feet is set. Where did I get 210 from? Oh, that might have been the one for runway 9. 450, really? What kind of ILS is this? 450 feet. AGO, that's crazy. Alright, anyway. We'll probably, the Dash 6, Mateo, jeez. Are you connected? I don't see you on there yet. Are you? I'm in Miami, Mateo. Is that where you're at? We'll start that right turn towards Chrome soon. Also, let me get that out of here. Bring it over a little bit. Like a 280, just bring it over by like 10 degrees. also get that APU spinning. And we'll just get all of our other lights on too. Not yet in 2 minutes though, okay. Alright, so we just want to make sure we're outside Cobra by the time we're here at 3,000, or Cobra. Looks like we should be good on that. So let's go ahead and make this right turn to the north. Alright, bro. Uh-oh. Who's that? Who's beeping me? Miami approach. Contact me 2485. Alright, cool. 124.85. Miami approach. Good afternoon, Envoy 3622 is turning right base, runway 8 right.
Envoy 3622, Miami approach. Good evening, Miami altimeter 29903. We're cleared the ILS runway 8 right approach.
Alright, 2903, and we're cleared for the ILS 8 right approach into Miami for Envoy 3622. Thanks. Landing runway 8 right, Mateo. We just got the controller online, so that's fun. I wish you would have been on sooner. That would have been fun, but better late than never, they say. All right, I'm still cooking right now too. I want to throw those speed brakes out and get this speed way back. I think we can go flaps 1 at 230. So we'll do that.
Miami approach, radio test.
And flaps 1. $215 for flaps 2. We'll probably go ahead and do that as well while we're at it. There you go, flaps 2. And let's arm our approach mode so that way it intercepts. Course is not that, it's 0, 9, or 2. Localizer capture. And we'll go ahead and bring it back down to that flap speed. Whatever that F speed is, not exactly sure. Alright, you're at gate 90. Let's go flaps 3 now. Let me see if I can see you on there. I still don't see you. Oh, American 116, I see you in the flight plans filed section.
Good afternoon, Seabird 21 Victor, which is stopping 9,900. We're expecting runway 12 control, information Lima.
Alright, we'll go ahead and descend down to...
Seabird 2.
Well... I don't know how to do the hundreds. Does anyone know how to do the hundreds in this thing? So we gotta get down to 1,500. We'll probably just intercept the glide slope.
Yeah, you cut out those words.
Somewhere around here.
Seabird.
So after Cobra, we'll start that descent down runway 8 right. Looks like we're there. So let's go ahead and start the descent down a little bit. Okay, glide slope's armed, so we're good there. Do we have... Okay, we do have glide slope. Okay.
Miami approach, good evening.
Let's do
Seabird
this.
21 Victor, Miami
Lawn is
approach.
the final approach
4,
fix,
5,
so we're
5,
okay
6.
there for now. Missed approach altitude is 3,000, so we'll just go ahead and set that back real quick.
Speedbird 21 Victor, Miami altimeter
we'll
29903 and expect ILS runway 12 approach.
2993 and expecting 12.
Let's take a look at the approach speed. Just probably should have looked at this a little bit ago, but it's okay. Runway heading 092. Oh boy. 092 landing temperature is 32.
College is having radius for now distance about 100.
It's 130 at 6. I don't think I really had to do all that. 134. Let's just do like a 140. Let's go ahead and go gear down. Flaps 4. And we'll bring that speed back to, like I said, probably we've been shooting these at like 145. I've been pretty happy with how that's been going. So we'll stick with that. And we'll go flaps full at this time.
I'm afraid track whatever College is having 809.
Skylaser 809 Miami approach, go ahead.
Good evening, sir. In your approach, respect
Alright, auto brake set.
109. This is now
Flaps 5,
100.
what is this guy saying?
approach, squawk ident.
Alright, let's go ahead and get the auto throttle off. Pull those back just a bit, and we'll go ahead and disconnect the autopilot as well. Alright, so far so good. We'll see how this goes. This has been a great approach so far. Let's just
2134, Miami
really try
approach,
not to
below
mess
radar
it up.
contact, climbing time 16,000. Sky Laser 809 Heavy, Miami approach, Miami altimeter 299.3, radar contact. Expect the ILS at runway 12.
I expect that's a runway 12, Miami approach, thank you.
Miami approach, good evening, American 1577 information, Yankee ISR to Charlotte, please.
And approach SkyWest 3622, confirm clear to land. I don't think he really can issue landing clearances, but he is today.
Approaching minimums.
Well, he'll be alright.
400 minimums.
American 116, Miami approach, go ahead.
He heard you.
Sorry about that. I didn't mean didn't mean to press my push to talk button. America 116.
Speedboat 21 Victor, looks like you departed the arrival there. Turn right heading 360, descend maintain 4,000.
10.
Heading 360, 4021 Victor.
Oh, is that a greaser? Is that a greaser, chat?
Southwest 2134, climbing out of my airspace, no further ATC. Frequency change uniform
And I'll probably
approved.
take Mike 5 here. Is that you over there, Mateo? I think I see you. I'll head your way. I'm gonna roll it to Mike 6. The question is, was that a greaser? We'll see. Oh, is that Mike 7? Okay, I'll take Mike 7 then. Alright, I'll come your way, Mateo. Alright, APU's on. Let's go ahead and get the flaps coming up. Let's make sure the speed brakes are up. Looks like they are. To the overhead, we'll turn the landing lights off. Logo light, just leave the taxi lights on there. Strobe lights off. And the doohickeys are on. Let's see. Looks like we can get right on your right side there. I don't know, that gate looks a little silly. I'll come on your left here. That's a cool library, I like that library too.
Speedboat 21 Victor,
All right.
turn left
I
heading
feel good.
270,
I feel good about
maintain
these
3,000.
approaches.
Left heading 270 down to 3000, 21 Victor.
Let it roll a little bit, and we'll go ahead
Med
and stop it there.
104, Miami
Set the
approach.
parking brake.
Looks like you're climbing into the Bravo, sir. Squawk 4346.
Okay, we'll get the taxi light off. We're gonna leave the beacon light on for now. We'll get the engines to stop. Actually, we'll take a look at. We'll go to Mateo's side. Get over there. There he is. There's the guy. There's the man himself.
Med 104, radar contact at 9,000.
All right, good shutdown. Let's go ahead and get
looks
the beacon lights off.
Flight level 100 or 10,000 feet.
And,
I don't see a flight plan on file, sir. Where are you heading?
And we'll submit the flight.
Let me double check. It should have been filed. Give me 1 second. I'm heading to Pensacola, I believe, or Sarasota.
There we go. All right, submit it.
Yeah, just check the file. Hit the refile button if you would. Speedbird 21 Victor, 8 miles from Piana, turn left heading 150.
I'm excited to see this
maintain 3
touchdown. I know we
turns,
were off center
clear
line,
the ILS runway 12 approach.
but the touchdown still might have been pretty decent. I'm going to turn him down a little bit.
There, down 3000, 21 Victor.
Affirmative, sir.
3988. Oh, we did.
150,
It gave us. Oh no, that's the next flight. I'm sorry. Okay, to the logbook. 99. Let's go, boys. Come on.
My approach, Med 104 says that call sign's in use.
Oh, you saw that, Mateo? You're in the plane with the drone cam. Nice,
well,
dude.
it looks like you're logged on with it.
Okay, let's go. So the last 3 scores, we got 98, 96, 99. Even the 89 and 93 are not bad. And we don't have to talk about this. But let's go.
Right.
I feel like
refile the flight,
we're really
what is
kind
your aircraft type?
grinding here.
Sure.
Landing lights off before 10,000. That's the only thing we missed. Negative 57 on landing rate. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Come on, Slacker. Come on. It's good to be back, bro. It's good to be. I feel like I'm
Log
back.
off, refile, log back on.
It's okay, I created it. So I've got you set going to Pensacola VFR, okay?
1.08 on the G-Force. 52 minutes gate to gate. 49 minutes of flight time. Like I said, the only thing we missed is the
yeah, it's been a little funky since
the climb. So I feel like we're starting to get the hang of the 175 here. It feels good. So anyways, guys, next flight looks like we're heading down to Beef Island, which is a great name. I didn't know that was a thing. So we're heading down to Beef Island in the Virgin Islands, and then back to Miami. Those are some longer flights. I won't do those on stream. Probably won't do the Pittsburgh one on stream either. So if we do another stream here one of these days, it'll be doing something else. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed. It was a fun one. It was a fun time on the flight back, and yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll definitely catch you on the next one. See you guys.
Victor, wind 130 at 6, runway 12, clear to land, number 1.
Cleared land 12, Speedbird 21 Victor.